Thank you, Jose. Welcome to the Board of Trustees meeting for Roberta Clemente Charter School on a Tuesday, June 16th, and it is 7:03 PM. And welcome to everyone who is here in three dimensions and those that will view the videotape later. Prior to tonight's meeting, the board entered into executive session to discuss personnel, school safety, and real estate matters. So at this time, we'll review the agenda, but I hope that I'm not out of order, but I would just wanted to say that we had graduation last Wednesday, and it was lovely. It went really well. It was a very special evening for the graduates at of Roberta Clemente Charter School. So, and then for those that joined, I'm so glad for those that could join us. So now let's review the agenda. Having reviewed the agenda, let's go to a review of the minutes. Thank you, Alex, and submitting that in advance. I know that the board members have read this in advance. So I would entertain a motion, please, to approve the minutes.
Motion to approve the minutes as submitted.
Thank you, Gus. We need a second, please.
Second.
Thank you, Kathy. All in favor of approval of the minutes, say aye. Opposed? Abstentions? And it passes. All right, let's go to public input. I see no public here. I'm looking for public on Zoom. I am not seeing any public there, but we'll come back for public input toward the end of the meeting. And now I'll pass the baton to our CEO office, to Alyssa. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Colombo. Good evening, everyone. Thank you to the board members who supported our students in their moving up and graduation ceremonies over this past week. It was great to have you there celebrating with our school community. So thank you for making the time for that. Just a few items from the CEO office this month. First, tonight I am recommending that the board approve the 2026-2027 student parent handbooks for both the elementary school and the secondary school. The handbooks were reviewed and discussed at the education committee meeting that took place last week on Monday, June 8th. Overall, the revisions are very minor. The spirit of the handbooks remains unchanged. They are the guides for our students and their families to follow. I mean, a little some of those students.
They were updated for the recommendation.
They were, yes, yes.
I like the barcode that you have back there. They can acknowledge them.
Motion to accept. Did it just go on to one?
I think it could be done in a bundle.
Yeah.
I'll second
Yeah,
that.
they had,
I'll second.
Thank you, Gus. Second from Ray. Thank you. All in favor of approval of the elementary and the high
Second.
school student parent handbooks, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions? Motion carries.
next, I want to acknowledge the work of our new educators in their induction program this year. So we had 12 first-year teachers successfully complete year one, and we had 4 second-year teachers successfully complete year two. A huge shout out to our mentor teachers who helped to guide and support our new educators that had joined RCCS this year. So just kudos to everybody and their work in that program this year. Another reminder for our board, but also for everyone that's watching the board meeting tonight, that RCCS will be helping the Hispanic American organization celebrate their 50th anniversary on Friday, June 26th in our secondary gym. And this event is open to the entire community, staff, parents, students, and we hope to see you out there. Just a reminder about the timeline of events from 2 o'clock to 5 o'clock. It is a community fair. There will be resources, there will be tables, there will be memories of HAO during those first few hours. At 5 p.m. there will be a program, a ceremony honoring HAO with very, very many stakeholders who have been involved in the organization coming and speaking and supporting Mrs. Pierce for this huge milestone. And then following the program, there will be dinner and dancing for everyone to enjoy together. So we're very much looking forward to helping HAO celebrate this event next Friday. And then just to reiterate what Dr. Columbus said, our graduation for the class of 2026 was a fantastic event. We also just want to thank Hasiel Cordoba for joining us for that as well, but also our kindergarten, fifth grade and eighth grade moving up ceremonies were fantastic also.
Just a quick correction, you said this Friday, it's actually the 26th.
Did I say this Friday?
You said this-
Next Friday, my apologies.
Yeah.
Please don't come this Friday. It's next Friday. Next Friday, the
Sorry.
26th. And that's all that I have to share with the board this month.
Sorry.
No, thank you for telling. I would hate for anyone to show up this Friday and we're not ready, nor is there anyone there.
I hope not to be out of work, but Yesenia is online on Zoom, and congratulations again to you, since she was a board member and also had a graduating senior. So, yeah,
Thank you.
dual role there.
Bravo,
Bravísimo.
bravo. Bravísimo.
So, thank you, CEO, thank you, Alyssa. Any questions or comments for the CEO office? Let's move on to the principal office, and so tonight we'll have the elementary school report first, so Corey.
Thank
We'll
you,
pass the baton to you.
and good evening to everyone. From the elementary school, we did end the year with a high student attendance. We were at over 95%. So that was a great end to the school year, knowing that the weather was getting nicer and summer was right there in front of their faces. We did have our marking period for benchmark testing finish up in May. The percentages are there for math and reading. If anybody has any questions, I'll take those. Okay. For discipline, we did see, I'll say, a slight increase from what we've been reporting. We had 2 level 2s and 2 level 3s in the month of May, and that was balanced out with 135 positive office referrals. So again, we ended the year strong. Students were getting that summer itch, but at the same time, they were still being recognized for their positive behaviors. At the end of the year, we did have a lot of college and career activities going on. We had our annual job shadowing, and that occurred from May 6th through May 8th. And 8 of our 5th grade students, we'll say, they applied, they wrote resumes, and they interviewed for different jobs within the building. And then we held that job shadow day on May 14th. They shadowed myself, they shadowed the dean of students, the counselor, social worker, Spanish teacher, PE teacher, music teacher, art, ESL, and special education. So they were all around the building. They got to see some of what we do on a daily basis. Moving on, May 11th and 13th, I want to give a shout out to the local emergency responders from Allentown, the EMTs, the police department, and the fire department. They were at the elementary school with their vehicles. That way the students could see them, they could hear their presentations. And of course, they got to hear the lights and sirens.
Yeah, most important.
It is the most important part. Sorry to all the neighbors for doing that at like 9 o'clock in the morning. The end of May, we had a waste management presenter for grades 3, 4, and 5. Want to thank Miss Satardo, one of our ESL teachers, for setting that up and bringing that presenter in. Nutropoli Bank came back again for 2nd and 5th grade. And then on the 29th, we had DeSales and their multicultural center come in for 5th grade. And then internally, we wrapped up our Safer Smarter lessons, ending with kindergarten this year. And tying the college and career in with the bilingual, grades 4 and 5, they were doing career research projects in Spanish class, and then they ended up presenting in 5th grade to the families. I believe last month we met on our professional development day, and that day at the elementary school, we had Dr. Michael Heater come in again from the local intermediate unit, and he did a presentation on compassion and resilience. And the staff has really responded to what he's been doing, and we're looking forward to partnering with him and his office moving forward. Echoing again, we had field day, talent show, kindergarten graduation, and 5th grade moving up to wrap up the year, some of our biggest events. Thank you for everybody who supported those, whether in person, on stage, behind the scenes. It does take quite a lot of logistics to get those up and running and off successfully. And then on the end of your report. When Nutripoli Bank came back in again, they shared with us, it was like their board magazine, and one of our third grade classes, Mr. Walsh's class, was featured. So I wanted to show that they used one of our classes as their photo op in their magazine. It was from 2025, looking at some of the students, but nonetheless, we're still pictured there, and they're celebrating what they're doing with us. And again, just telling some of the staff members, Ms. Muhammad, our PE teacher, with her planning and prep for field day, Mrs. Pena, Mrs. Ricketts for the talent show, and of course, facilities, food service, and IT. They are truly the unsung heroes with what we have to do and how they're coordinating and moving things and helping support us. And then just a general thank you to everyone who helped make the 25-26 school year successful.
Is this hung up on the school as posted?
She sent it out electronically.
Okay.
That-
Yeah. I mean, it's so nicely done.
Mhm.
Nice, put it up on
We
the
can-
post, so it gives you, recognize and the level set for the beginning of your year. So how you gotta be able to do that.
I really like the mindset for you.
Yeah,
Mhm.
That's really
that's,
positive.
She does a good job with it.
I would definitely,
Poster it, put it up every month.
yeah, oh, absolutely.
Thank you.
Thank you, Corey. Thank you, elementary, school report. Any questions, comments for the elementary school report?
Can I go there?
Fun days, yes. good one. Hey, thank you. We'll pass the time out to Josh to high school, and are you still glowing with the success of graduation?
I feel relieved. Like a weight's been
Is that
lifted.
what the glow is?
Yeah.
Okay, good to know.
Yeah.
Down.
Yeah, one down. So first, I just want to say big congratulations to the class of 2026 for graduating last week. It was an awesome ceremony. I thought it went really well. And I wanted to give a big shout out to Mrs. Rex, who is a senior advisor who helped to do a lot of the coordinating with that and worked really closely with me to get everything planned out and figured out with the script and the overall event and who's talking when. So big shout out to her. And also for her managing the senior class this whole year, because they were not always the easiest group of seniors to get moving, but she did a great job. Also really big shout out to echo what Corey said to ITs, facilities, food services. They're the backbone. They do a lot of great stuff. Like they set up the facilities, did a great job setting up stage, chairs, IT with audio, video, everything. Everything I threw at them, they handled it like champs. They did great with the pictures of graduation. So big shout out to everybody. Also wanted to give a shout out to Mrs. McGinnis and Mr. Grady. They are our drama club advisors. We had our first drama show the week before graduation, which was awesome. The kids put on two short one act
Yes.
one act plays, and they both did a really good job. We also had the dance club do a little bit of a show in between the plays, but they did a great job. Was really excited for them and excited to see what they're gonna do next year. And then a big shout out to Mr. Rose for facilitating our art show that we had at the Allentown Art Museum. I thought that was awesome. There's some really impressive artwork down there, and it was really cool to have it actually in a museum for them
Yep.
to see their work. So
Higher rooms are.
Yeah.
Just
Floor to ceiling.
ceiling,
Yeah.
four walls.
yeah,
Roberta Clemente Charter School art.
It was very nice.
It really was. And
Mm.
they were
We're
so,
looking
and
to
the
book a
students
date
that
for
were
next
there,
year.
they were so
Yeah.
proud of themselves. And
Yeah.
any
Yes.
student thought, do you have, yes, they would just,
yeah.
and some came really dressed up and were just so
So proud,
excited
yeah.
about the event. Yeah. It was like, oh. And I did want to share just, my, Mr. Rose, his father is also an art teacher. And then his wife is also an art teacher in Emmaus High School. And then his grandmother was there, who is an art historian. I mean, there was, like 3 generations. I thought it was exciting.
Draw some blood and then share it.
No, it was nice.
Really good idea.
I doodle.
And the kids
Moving
were
on
happy.
to-
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Moving on to attendance, I realized that I never updated my template to say May, but this is the attendance for May and June, not April. And so our attendance, our 9th, 10th and 11th grade stayed about the same. They actually, I think, moved up slightly. 12th grade, they dipped to 90%, but other than that, for the last month and a half or whatever of school, it was pretty good attendance rate. Our our students completed their Algebra 1 bio and literature keystones on May 11th to the 22nd. Scores will be released soon, whenever they kind of start coming out. And discipline, again, this is for May and June. We had 20 level 2s and almost all of them were just because kids were trying to skip classes and last month of school, just trying to get away with some
Being
little
kids.
stuff, yeah. And we had 43 positive office referrals. And then moving on, to our college and career update, this is from Mrs. Ashworth, our guidance counselor. We had 25 seniors who graduated, on Wednesday. 30.
Yeah.
5 seniors will be attending summer school to make up, and to basically finish so that they can get their, diploma at the end of summer school.
And they will graduate.
They will,
Right.
yeah, they will graduate. Most of them are for attendance. Some of them only just need a few days. Some of them need to stay the whole summer because of attendance, but they will get their diploma at the end of summer school. I do have there also a list of where our students are planning to attend, the ones who've graduated, where they're looking at going. A lot of them are planning on starting at LTRI-C, to, get that cheaper option and get some of those gen ed credits out of the way so they can move on to 4-year colleges. But that's where they are planning on going. And yeah, that's pretty much the gist of our report. There's our summer school dates, and then there's some pictures from graduation that actually CJ took, because normally Arcadius is our photographer, but he had a back injury at the night of graduation, so CJ stepped up and did the pictures for us. So he did a great job.
And he did.
Yeah.
Those are very representative. Also, please help me, my short-term memory. Have we ever had a translator before for graduation?
Not high school graduation.
Yeah, that was.
Not
first.
high school.
Yeah.
That was, and I thought, I don't know, is that woman employed by Roberta Clemente Charter
Yeah,
School?
she's one of our nurses.
That's good.
Yeah, Kayla.
She did great.
Did a fantastic job.
Yeah,
I mean, and she did an excellent, yes, she did
Yeah.
an excellent job, and I thought for the parents in the audience, that for many of them, that was a really nice addition to the
Mhm.
ceremony.
mhm.
And I was just wondering, have we? I just couldn't remember.
I don't think.
Memory serves,
Or maybe it doesn't.
Maybe
maybe it doesn't.
Yes, that's what I was afraid of, that's why I was asking. Oh. Thank you, Josh. Any other questions, comments for the high school employees? For Josh? Thank you, then we will move on to the school budget. And we'll pass the baton to Sean.
Thank you.
Button to approve.
All of
We
it.
got few things
Yeah.
under the
All of
budget
it.
to approve before the actual budget, so, and the these. First being the year of service award, nothing has changed on this schedule from last year from what is currently in our budget. But again, we present it every year for the board to approve it for the upcoming fiscal year. These are the numbers that are built into the budget based on staff and their anniversary dates.
The numbers on the,
I mean, other than dates, nothing else has changed on this sheet. None of the dollar amounts.
Well, So this is the years of service for schedule. Do we have a motion for approval, please?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So moved.
Thank you. Thank you, John. Do we have a second? Second. Thank you, Kathy. All in favor of the motion, please say aye. Opposed? Abstentions? Motion carries.
Next would be the menu prices for next year. Not much has changed on this. Snacks went up 10 cents. And the only other thing that really went up are the non-reimbursable additional meals. Which the feds kind of dictate. So the breakfast and lunch both went up, I believe, by 8 cents.
It was mainly for nature.
Or for students if they're purchasing a la carte, yeah. Or you.
$3 for chefs now?
I sent a motion to approve.
Thank you.
Prices for the food service department.
Thank you, Ruth. We need a second, please.
Second.
Thank you, John. All in favor of the motion, please say aye. Opposed? Abstentions? Motion carries.
Next are a set of assigned funds,
The bullet points are in invisible ink.
what's
So,
that?
the bullet points next to all of those, I'm not quite sure where they went. What I was.
They're there.
There.
Yeah.
Well, those points.
It's this.
So the assigned funds that the finance/budget committee are recommending to the board, these are built into our budget. On the budget up for approval tonight. The first being the technology replacement fund. And again, you'll see these amounts, they do appear in the business report about page 2, should you want to see that. So for the technology replacement fund, we are looking to reset that balance at $50,000. Reset it, reset 50.
From what?
From it, in the financial report, you, under the assigned funds, you can see what they're currently, I think it's like $400 right now. Right, so we would be resetting it to 50,000.
So we started the year at 50, we used the fund obviously for technology, so now it's down to 486. I know you're saying for next school year, we just want to bring those numbers back up. So I'll make that motion to reset the technology fund at $50,000.
I'll second.
Thank you, Winnie. Thank you, Ray. All in favor of the motion, please say aye. Opposed? Abstentions? Motion carries.
Second would be to reset the scholarships and awards fund to $2,000. In the May report, the balance is still showing $2,000 because we just expended those funds in June for the various ceremonies. So in the June report, you would see those amounts are down to like $100. So again, we're looking to reset it to $2,000.
That's enough.
Yeah, the way it's divvied out every year.
I'll move to reset it to $2,000.
Great.
Thank you, Ray, for the motion. I need a second, please.
Second.
Thank you, John. All in favor of the motion, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions? Motion carries.
Under the capital expenses and projects fund, I would probably break this up into two motions because they're two separate items that come under this fund. So we are looking to add $65,000 to this fund for a school van. So the school van is currently in our 25-26 budget. We just did not have the time to procure said van. Technically, because it was approved by the board in the 25-26 budget, you use it or lose it. So technically, the board has to reapprove it. So what we would like to do is for the board to assign those funds so that we can use it during this upcoming fiscal year to procure said van.
No, the amount was already approved. It just, it expires sort of kind of.
June 30th,
Right.
because that's when the budget is,
Right.
yeah. So again, that would be for $65,000.
I'm sorry, where in the budget do do we find this is subsumed? as-
So, yeah, most of these are capital expenditures, so like for the van, you would find that under the 2600 code. It would be lumped into the 700 object. So you'll see we have a budget of $821,000, just these payments in there, but part of that $821,000 is this 65,000.
Thank you. Just trying to follow. Okay, now, for the 65,000 for the school band, we need a motion, please.
That we make the motion to add $65,000 to the capital expense and budget.
Thank you, John. Do we have a second? Senia?
Yesenia, I do.
Second? Okay, thank you.
Yes.
All in favor of the motion, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions? Motion carries. So that's one part of it.
And then also under the capital expensing projects fund, we are looking to assign $20,000 for a steam room, a steam lab specifically, at the secondary school. Again, that amount is built into this budget,
It's not a sauna.
and it's not a sauna.
Steam room.
It is a sauna as well.
Everything, literally, whatever I'm sure.
Did you know that?
What?
You go to the cafeteria and get your $2.75 share.
Right.
Thank you.
Like a lovely relaxing day.
20.
Okay, we need a motion and please for the STEAM lab, $20,000 for the STEAM lab.
Yep, I'll make that motion to approve the $20,000 for the steam lab.
I'll second it. Thank you, John. Kathy, second. All in favor of the motion, please say aye.
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 Opposed? Abstentions? Motion carries.
And then last, the budget shortfall fund, we are looking to reset that fund balance at $152,000. So for this year, I believe it is at 250,000.
Yeah, this is.
So that $152,000 represents, should we under project the increase in the student subsidy rates by 1%? This fund balance would technically cover it.
And so where do we find that?
I'm trying to understand what we're trying to do. We're trying to replenish it up to a number and that.
Resetting it,
And that,
we're
that
resetting.
was that, okay.
Resetting means the number you see in that financial report goes away, and this is the new number.
Got it, okay.
If I said add to it, we are
Right.
adding that amount to what is already there.
Okay,
Yep.
and you said how much you said?
$152,000.
That's the dollar. It is when I put that piece in there.
To go with the salad and the STEAM.
I'll make that motion to reset the budget shortfall fund to $152,000.
Thank you, John. We need a second, please. Second. Thank you, Kathy. All in favor of the motion, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions? Motion carries.
And then lastly, the budget itself. There weren't too many changes to what was presented in May. On page 7, the top of the page. You'll see that the three upwards that are there, nothing that was that significant. We are looking for the board to approve the 26-27 budget.
Yes, that's the yellow line.
Those are expenses, yeah.
No, here, they're both.
Total surplus would be 29,000.
And
There it
thank
is.
you for all that worked on the budget. And,
It's a lot of work.
That's a lot of fun.
A lot of it, yep,
But, thank you, John.
yes.
So a motion to approve the budget and as proposed for 26-27.
Thank you, Gus. We need a second, please.
Second.
Thank you, John. All in favor of the motion, please say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Abstentions? Motion carries.
Thank you,
Anything
Chuck.
else For the budget or for the business office for Chuck?
Well, we'll come
Questions
back to
or
him
comments?
later.
Come back.
We've got part
Okay.
2 coming up.
So we have part 2 coming up for him for the business office. All right, let's go to human resources. I'm gonna ask the time to Marcus.
Thank you, Dr. Palumbo. Good evening, everyone. We're presenting for board approval additional temporary summer school contracts, which includes school nurses, a middle school counselor, and the school social worker. And I'll stop there for a motion on personnel appointments.
Okay, so for hires and appointments, we need a motion, please. Is this for
So
summer? It's just for
Yep,
summer.
summer.
So a motion,
Was that right?
Moved.
was that Yesenia? Thank you,
Yesenia.
Yesenia. For the motion, we need a second. Was that you, Ray, for the second?
Yes, I'll second.
Thank you. All in favor of the motion, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions? Motion carries.
Since our last meeting, we received one resignation, as reflected in the HR report. We'll pause there for motion.
So a motion for, accept the one resignation that we
Motion
have,
to
please.
accept the, oh, wait a minute, but dismiss.
Yeah, it says dismissal. By labor law, it's actually a resignation, but the board has to dismiss because there was cause, so.
Confused.
Yeah. How,
So
it
he-
could be a dismissal, it could be a dismissal, yeah, it could be a
Not
dismissal. Yeah. Dismissal,
Yeah, it's one of our clauses. in
yeah, it's a
there.
clause in the contract.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
No. Okay.
All right, we need a motion to approve the one dismissal that we have on the
So
HR
moved.
report. Thank you,
So
Ray.
Right.
We need a second, please.
Second. That's okay.
Thank you, Kathy. All in favor of the motion, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions? Motion carries.
We're also presenting the list of the 26-27 contract renewals for board approval.
That's good to see.
Yes.
Full list. All list full.
Oh,
That's a good feeling. So, yes, impressive. It really is. So we need a motion for the contract renewals.
So moved.
Thank you, Ray. We need a
Yesenia
second.
here.
Yesenia for the second. Thank you
Yes.
so much, Yesenia. All in favor of the contract renewals? Please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions? Motion carries.
Cool.
Moving on to current and future staffing updates at the elementary school level. We have started recruitment and interview scheduling for the following positions: kindergarten teacher, fifth grade teacher, and instructional assistant, including one part-time and one full-time position. At the middle school level, we have started recruitment for a sixth grade science math teacher, an ESL teacher, and a music teacher. At the high school level, we started recruitment and interview scheduling for an English teacher, an ESL teacher, and a full-time instructional assistant. Within the food service department, we're recruiting for a part-time cook and a part-time cafeteria aide/driver. As we do every month, we would like to remind all viewers who may be interested and qualified for any of these positions that they may submit their resume to hr@myrccs.com or drop it off at any RCCS school building in a sealed envelope addressed to Human Resources. Also, interested candidates may also visit myrccs.com and go to the Human Resources tab, where they will find a list of current vacancies under the Employment Opportunities section, and they may submit an application there. Okay. And that concludes the HR report.
Thank you, Michael, for the Human Resources report. Any questions, comments for Michael, for the Human Resources Office?
Yeah.
It's good to see a big list.
Awesome. All right, so then we'll move to the business office report from the separate from the school budget.
So June report, business report, May report, financial payment rights, all in out. On the first page of the business report. I will point out about halfway down the page under where it says assigned funds and what's released. I want to note that during the May board meeting, the board did assign $20,000 for the asbestos abatement project over at the elementary school. That activity was not posted in May, so it does not show up on the balance sheet in May, but it will show up on the June. So that is not currently being reflected in that assigned balance. Currently our unassigned fund balance is at a little over 13.5%, which is where it's been over the last few months. As far as our payment list goes, a little over 1.1 million for the month. Which is a little higher, but we did have prepaid periods this week, which would drive that. In addition to submitting our quarterly state pension contributions. I will take questions on any of those reports.
So asbestos is all, that's all done.
No, that's gonna take place in July, which is why the funds were assigned. It's just I'm not showing that an assigned fund yet on this balance sheet.
So you were.
Questions?
Question?
I'll make a motion. Take it for the May payment list as presented.
Thank you, John. We need a second for the May payment list motion. Second. Thank you, Kathy. All in favor of approving the May payment list, please say aye. Opposed? Abstentions? Motion carries.
Next, as we do at this time of year every year, we're looking to submit 2 applications to the state, our 418 applications for lease reimbursements. This is part 1 of the 2-step process. So we're looking for 2 separate motions since they are 2 separate applications. One motion being to submit the application for the elementary school building and the other motion for the secondary school building.
I'll make that first one for 418 application for the 5th Street building.
We need a second for that motion, please.
I second that motion.
Thank you, Ruth. And all in favor of the motion, please say aye. Opposed? Abstentions? Motion carries.
And the motion for the second, 418 application for 136 South Fourth Street building.
We're in the middle school, high school building, so we need a second on that motion, please. Second. Thank you, Kathy. All in favor of the motion, please say aye. Opposed? Abstentions? Motion carries.
We have 3 contracts. So we are looking for the board approval. The first one. And again, these can be found bottom of page 1. And then over on to page 2 of the business report. So for the contract for behavioral health support services, this is a contract renewal. We do have a contract in place right now that is expiring. So this would be for 26-27 year. And this would be for parallel learning.
For behavioral support services, we need a motion for approval of that contract, please.
I'll make a motion for approval of the parallel contract.
Thank you, John. We need a second for the motion, please.
I'll second.
Thank you, Ruthie. Thank you. All in favor of the motion, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions? Motion carries.
Next would be, these are 2 separate contracts, even though they are both with Success for All. The first contract, which is professional development, this would be a renewal for services that are provided to the elementary school every year. Again, page 2 of the business report, you see some of the highlights of that. This is here just looking to renew it for the upcoming school year.
So we need a motion for the professional development contract.
I'll make that motion.
Thank you, John. We need a second, please, for
I'll
that
second.
motion.
I second it.
Okay, thank you, Yesenia. All in favor of the motion, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions? Motion carries.
The next contract, which is also with Success for All, is for the middle school. And this would be for professional development services and for program materials. And page 2 kind of outlines this 3-year contract. And it's kind of tiered, so the first year is obviously a little more expensive and some of those upfront materials costs. These numbers, well, the numbers for the first year are built into the budget that was just approved a moment ago. Alyssa, I don't know if you wanted to add anything to it. It's a big number. I don't know if there's anything you want to add to it, or there's any questions about this particular program.
It's an investment. It's going to be a long-term investment into specifically the reading and the English curriculum for our middle school. It's an extension of the reading curriculum that we have used since the elementary school has opened. It's a program that our students are used to experiencing their English instruction through. It's going to provide instructional consistency, K-8, for our reading and English development. The Success for All Foundation provides, through their contracting, on-site coaching. And during the first year, it's intense. They come out quite often to help ensure that the program is being implemented with fidelity. They coach the administration, they coach teachers directly, and they help to support the implementation and the levels of use that schools work through as they become more seasoned in implementing the program.
Effectively, this business is teaching the teachers.
That's one way to look at it, yes.
Or what intensive professional development.
Intensive professional development. It is based in cooperative learning. Students work in groups. There's a lot of oral language development, which we know is important for English learners. And with that number continuing to grow in our school setting, it provides opportunities for students to rehearse with those around them, to practice their speaking. It allows them to gain those cooperative skills that we know are so important. And that become lifelong skills when students learn how to work together and work together well. So there's definitely the professional development component to it, but there's also the curriculum component to it. Students are taught through novel studies, they're taught through informational texts, they're taught through cycles of instruction. And it becomes a way that schools go about teaching reading and teaching English. And it is a program that we have ritualized at the elementary level, and I believe that this extension is necessary to help our students continue to grow as readers.
It would be logical, but I'm not sure. We intend to then progress that up with this class, so to speak. When they reach high school, it's not something pertinent to the high school.
They don't have a high school component to their program.
That's right. It sounds like we're.
By that time, right.
It should be good, and
Yeah.
why I asked.
Yep.
Okay, but right now, we're covering the middle school.
Right.
So we need a motion for this professional development and program materials, please.
So,
Moved.
so moved. Russ.
Gus, thank you. Ray, second.
Done.
All right, all in favor of the motion, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions? Motion carries.
And then lastly, back to assigned funds. Now, these funds are more, these aren't necessarily built into the budget. These are just, things that are there in reserve or for specific projects. So we are looking, or recommending to the board that we add $200,000 to the new school project, which would come under, I'm sorry, $200,000 for the operating reserve. So again, this would be for the operating reserve fund, adding $200,000 to the balance that is there now, which is about 1.9 million, gets us to about 2.5 months of operating reserves should we experience a budget impasse. And again, that's cash that's not tapping into lines of credit or anything like that.
So that's basically 0.2 added to the 1.9.
Yeah, so the 200,000,
1 million.
you got it. Yep.
Got it.
So we need a motion for the operating reserves assigned funds.
So moved.
Thank you, Ray. We need a second, please.
Second.
Thank you, John. All in favor of the motion, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Abstention? Motion carries.
Next, we are looking for the board's approval on resetting the board designated emergency funds to $200,000. Again, this is resetting the balance. We did tap into that this year. We don't every year, but we did this year when we were having boiler issues at the elementary school.
Right.
So again, we're looking to reset that balance to $100,000.
All right, I'll make that motion.
Thank you, John.
Second.
I second it.
Okay.
Go.
Okay, Yesenia, second. All in
Yes.
favor of the motion, please say aye for the board designated emergency fund. Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions? Motion carries.
And then we are looking for the board's approval to add $200,000 to the new school project, which falls under that capital expenses and projects fund. So again, adding $200,000 to what is already in that fund balance.
So we need a motion for adding $200,000 to the capital expenses and a project.
So moved.
Thank you, John. We need a second, please.
Second.
Thank you, Kathy. All in favor of the motion, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions?
Abstention.
Motion carries.
Extension.
Motion carries.
Wait,
One
Ray
abstention,
had,
sorry.
Oh, so sorry. Let
No,
me
it's
back
okay.
up. Abstentions, that was
Ray.
Abstention.
Ray. Ray abstained. Do we have that in the minutes, please? And Yesenia was that an abstention, Yesenia, or did I?
No.
Okay, it was just a belated aye. Okay, I got it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I had to create havoc.
Okay, but this is good.
Not you,
This is
Ray.
good, Rick. Okay, thank you. All right, motion carries.
And then, so if, going back to the first page of the business report, where I highlighted that unassigned fund balance, just so to get an idea of all the motions that were made with these assigned funds. So currently that unassigned fund balance is sitting at 1.6 million, which is about a little over 13.5%. Assigning these funds at the end of the fiscal year, and with only a few weeks left in the fiscal year, this fiscal year, I'm projecting that unassigned fund balance will drop to about 9.5%. And as I always tell the board, trying to keep that fund balance within 8 to 12% is kind of our magic target. So that 9.5% is a comfortable number to be at with that unassigned fund balance. That's it.
Thank you, business office report. Thank you, Chuck. Any questions, comment for the business report? Thank you. Alyssa, is that?
Yeah, so we have one more item for the board tonight, and it is the 2026-2007 Board of Trustees and Committee meeting dates. There is a updated and corrected version in your folder, the one that I sent out.
You don't have to be pages.
Well,
The corrected one is in the folder.
the corrected one is in the folder. I made some typos. So this one is accurate, but this lists all of our Board of Trustees meetings, which will continue to occur on the third Tuesday of each month at 7 p.m. Education Committee meetings Monday at 1 p.m. Once per month, HR Committee meetings Thursday at 4 p.m. and the Finance Committee on Fridays at 10 a.m., all in the week preceding the board meeting.
So we need a motion to approve the Board of Trustees meeting schedule and the committee meeting schedule. Do I have a motion, please?
1 o'clock.
Yesenia? Thank you. Do I have a second?
I'll give it a
Second.
second.
Thank you, Ruthie. And all in favor of the motion, please say aye. Opposed? Abstentions?
Oh.
Motion carries. Okay, now let's go to public input. Do we have any public on Zoom? Not seeing seeing no public here, then we'll go to new business. Do I say something about Yesenia? This is her last official meeting.
Oh, perhaps.
Okay. Yesenia, we want to thank you for your service. And this is, as this being your last official board meeting,
Yep.
and thank you. Yep, thank you so much for your time. Let's give her a round of
You're
applause.
welcome. You're welcome. I was gonna ask if I'm gonna be in the next one, because it's the last one, right?
This is,
Yes,
yes,
Eric graduated, yes.
because July starts the new fiscal year.
Right.
Yes.
Yes.
July 1. So thank you so
Thank
much. A
you.
pleasure working with you.
Nice meeting you.
Thank you so much for allowing me to be with you guys, and it was fun.
Yeah.
And congratulations again to Eric. So.
Thank you
a
so
mom
much.
on the stage and a son graduating. That was pretty exciting.
That was nice, yeah. Everyone have a good night.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So we do need a motion to adjourn. Thank you, Alex. We need a second, please. Thank you, Gus. All in favor? Say aye. Opposed, abstentions?
I
Motion.
oppose. I'm just kidding.
No.
Hey, come on.
It's a good thing you're on Zoom. If you're going to oppose that.
No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. No.
You can keep having the meeting on your own.
Yeah, I'm good. No, I'm an I.
Thanks, Jose.
Thank you.
Thank you, Jose, and thank you again, Yesenia.
Thank you, guys.
So principals, do we have any time